Wrestling POV content may not be suitable to some audiences. Your discretion is advised. Wrestling POV content may not be suitable to some audiences. Your discretion is advised. Wrestling POV's content may not be suitable to modern audiences. Your discretion is advised. Wrestling POV's content may not be suitable to modern audiences. Your discretion is advised. Wrestling POV's content may not be suitable to some audiences. Your discretion is advised. Wrestling POV's content may not be suitable to some audiences.
Here's your headline.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the new edition of Wrestling POV. You know, I was trying to sound Jamaican or African. Didn't work. I am your host, Tony Diaz, along with Meaty Goody. Oh, Jesus. And the third wheel, Rick Serrano, the third.
Hey people.
There's no lag, so what the hell are you doing? All right, typical week for...
What the hell is this?
Oh, my bad. Miguel Cole. Our intern.
Hello, how's everybody doing?
You don't know what to say after that, do you?
No, you asshole.
All right, just a typical day in the world of professional wrestling. Of course, one more week until the WrestleMania, the pay-per-view of all pay-per-views. And, of course, we do have our pay-per-view points game, which there is a prize of a $50 Amazon gift card, or you can go for the Wrestling POV's box. It's called the Mystery Box.
What?
It's called the Mystery Box for a reason.
What?
And the reason is we don't know what's in there, people. The president did it. He's giving you this option of either taking the $50 gift card or taking that mystery box. And if you pick the mystery box, guess what? Anything could be in there. Anything.
What's in the box?
Everybody wants to know, but we're gonna put up the rules later on. And please, this is probably gonna be said more than once in this show and in the Global show and in next week's show. In order to qualify for this year's WrestleMania pay-per-view points game, not only do you have to like the Wrestling POV page, but you have to share the picture that's going to be on the Wrestling POV Facebook page too. And we'll know if you did it. We'll know. And if you didn't, if you did one of the two, guess what? You don't qualify. You don't win it. Sorry. That's just how it is.
And that's even with people who've been part of our Wrestling POV family, correct?
If they already like the show, they're already one step ahead. The next thing they got to do is just share that picture.
Yep.
Okay? So,
I haven't even liked the page.
Jesus Christ. Unbelievable.
That's because he runs the page.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true.
Okay. Yeah, sure, why not? All right, so before we go into Raw, SmackDown, and NXT, we have to go over our Facebook poll and hater comment of the week. And this week, it was just a post. It says, say your own phrase. And it's Stone Cold. And that's the bottom line. And make up your own shit. I mean, Rick, did you come up with something for this? No. Okay, Mimi, did you?
No.
All right, well, Josh Sanders came up with his own, and he says, and that's the bottom line, because the two-time interstate champion, soon-to-be WrestleMania pay-per-view points game champion, Josh Sanders, said so. Josh, that was a little bit too much on that one. I was lost, and it wasn't funny. No.
And also, no, you're right. You're absolutely right, Tony. And also, Josh, you're not a two-time interstate champion. You won it back-to-back, which means you retained the title, which means you are a one-time interstate champion. So, pump your brakes and drive slow, homie.
Damn!
And make him the longest reigning interstate champion, then?
I don't... is he? He probably is.
Yeah.
He probably is. Good
but
for
we
him.
don't need to give out more titles to Josh Sanders.
All right, so Tina M. Hunter says, and that's the bottom line, when the badass chick destroys the points game and come out a winner because the wrestling prodigy said so.
Ooh,
all right,
who's
Tina.
the wrestling prodigy?
Apparently it's her.
Oh.
I guess she's the wrestling prodigy. So
Girl power.
there you go. John Stevenson says, and that's the bottom line, because I'll beat your motherfucking ass, boy. Wow. Alrighty then. Jonathan Hill says, right? Jonathan Hill, he says, and that's the bottom line. It is what it is. I like that one. It is what it is. All right, hey, it's the bottom line. Hey, it is what it is. All right, so James Donnelly, he says, and that's the bottom line because the fat man said so. Alrighty.
Is he talking about Mr. Tony?
I think he was. He probably was. You don't win in that one.
Mr. Tony's not fat. He's husky.
All right, so the other one was a video of Renee Young's commentary as of late. It's pretty much, if you don't understand it, just think of it as the Peanuts, the cartoon, when the teacher would talk, wah, 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 wah. So it was pretty funny. Daniel Fryer commented on it. He says, "Oh, come on, she's just one of the guys." Alrighty then. And then, of course, out of humor, I really did have to post this. It was the missing picture of Bray Wyatt. I put all his information on there. And, so Rick's Around posted the hashtag Where's Wyatt and put the little glasses and, the little beanie hat from Where's Waldo. Get creative there, buddy. All right, so now Adam Brunton, he says, when did he appear in November 2018? I swear he's been absent since he and the Hardy lost the belts. And we kind of went back and forth. And the way it was on Wikipedia, July 15th, they lost to the B team. And I could have sworn he had appeared again. But no. But, yeah. So I don't know. Who knows? Simon Christopher Davis says, follow the buzzards.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny.
That was really, really creative. But stupid. It was.
Is that the new catchphrase?
Yeah, that was really creative, but stupid. Shane Dover says, I will contact the authorities. I really hope he meant to spell that like that. If he didn't, then we in some trouble. Andrew Cooper says, yes, come back, Bray. What? And Brendan Fanderson said, who? Oh, my Lord. Thabo Rapini, he says, coming soon. Greg Glibba, he says, JoJo kidnapped Bray Wyatt. Oh, my God. Just kidding. Laugh out loud. Oh, my Lord. Oh,
sex slave.
Right? Eric Gundan Sentes, he said, AEW.
Really? That's a hater comment right there.
So anyways, Hector Benitez. That's his last name, Benitez. Guess you got to say it twice. He said he will be at Puerto Rico Comic-Con. I said, really?
Puerto Rico Comic-Con?
The Puerto Rican Comic-Con.
But JoJo's black.
No, she's not.
No, but
she's Dominican.
Yeah, she's Dominican.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Oh, my Lord. John Mully, he says, he's home banging JoJo. Jesus Christ, man.
Graphic.
Ugh. Didn't want to know that unless it's a video.
I mean,
then I'll check it out, I guess, right?
I mean, you have to. You're a journalist.
It's my job. I probably won't share it with you, though, Rick, but...
Not this time.
No. Sorry. All right, so, and then I posted a couple of, it was Rusev and Lana. They were on that show, Drop the Mic, and they went up against Mark Cuban. It was actually pretty funny. I like Lana better than Rusev. Go check it out on the Facebook page.
Lana's about that life.
I know, right? She's gangster like that. And
because she's the Russian.
No, she didn't speak with the Russian accent, though. She did it all straight up American. So then the other video I posted it was of the New Day. They were on Drop the Mic, and they went up against SWV. Check it out, people. Because SWV. You don't remember SWV? Sisters with Voices from back in the day?
SWV.
Yeah, SWV. So make sure
I thought you said FWV.
No, not that VFW. All right, so just make sure you check it out. In my opinion, New Day got owned in this one. They did. They did. The SWV handed them their asses.
That tiny chick she's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's tough.
Yeah.
And
what?
What's his name? She's some rapper's wife.
A rapper's wife? All right, that explains a lot.
Yeah.
All right, so Facebook hater comment of the week. Who's it going to?
I'm going to give out the hater comment of the week to the WWE and the mother effer that's running the NXT page who put NXT POV.
What is going on with that?
What in tarnation? What in fiddlesticks? What in the refrigerator is going on in NXT? Who's running that page? WWE NXT on Twitter to put hashtag NXT POV. We did it first.
Yeah.
When it comes to wrestling hilarity, we are the Simpsons. Everybody else is Family Guy. We did it first.
It's true. It's true. When you send me that
we
text.
are Family Guy because Family Guy superseded The Simpsons.
Damn. She is right. I do like Family Guy.
But she didn't get the thing is that
No.
the Simpsons did it first. That's what they always said.
And we superseded it. So there. That's
Okay.
what Family Guy.
There you go.
All right, well, I'm the Simpsons. They're Family. You know what? That's right. That's fair. Because Mimi is Meg of this show.
Oh!
Damn.
Shut up, Meg.
Damn.
All
All
right.
right, so hated comment of the week goes to WWE NXT Twitter page.
Yes, absolutely, and I agree with that. So,
Okay, hater alert.
Damn.
Twitter finger NXT.
all right, so let's get on with the wrestling news from around the world. Mimi's got to step out. Say bye, Mimi.
Bye, Mimi.
Bye-bye.
All right,
Peace
so
out, yo.
peace out. we'll add that in towards the end of the show. Is she gone?
Yeah, yes,
Okay,
also.
no, we're not going to add that in there. All right, so now.
Was
All right.
she drunk?
I think she was drunk. All right, so now, Rick, take it away with the news.
All right, before we do that, let's get into some birthdays. All right, Evan Bourne turns 36 years old.
Jesus, isn't he going by a different name?
Yeah, something with a third eye.
No, J.P. Black. No, P.J. Black, isn't he?
No, that's Justin Gabriel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, he's doing a different thing, and he was an Impact, but I think he's headed towards AEW.
Really?
Yeah. So
That would be. You know what? Speaking of AEW, are you getting a little bit tired of hearing about all this shit?
yes, I am.
I mean, not for nothing. They have not, and I repeat, they have not even done a show. They haven't even announced if they had made a TV deal yet. And then,
Sure.
and then yet they're out there, trying to act like AEW's the shit.
I mean, Tony, you give me 2 more minutes, and when I go over the news,
All
you're
right.
going to hear some AEW shit.
Okay.
All right,
All right.
next up, EC3. He turns 36, but this
poor
guy
guy.
has aged about 20 years being backstage.
Yeah, I'd say so. And that poor guy, man, he apparently Vince is not high up on him. He's not sold on EC3. And in my opinion, EC3, he's got the stuff. He's a very talented wrestler. I'm just afraid that obviously it's already happening. They're booking him wrong.
He can cut a promo. Give him a time to
Give
talk.
him the talk. Let him talk. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Christ, the guy could wrestle. He can't cut a good promo. Look what he did at NXT. Vince needs to stop with this shit of just because he's not high up on him. It's not about you, dude. It's about the people. And if the people like him, let him go. Go with it. He's making you money. But he ain't making shit right now.
Yeah. And
Good
last but not least,
Lord.
the very lovable AJ Lee turns 32 years old.
You know what? I was wondering why I was looking at all these AJ Lee posts all over the place. I was like, what the hell is going on? Was he coming back or something?
I
But
wish.
my God, you know what? And I think we're gonna have to do a poll on this. Who's got the better abs? Is it AJ Lee or is it Bianca Belair?
Sure.
Seriously, I've never realized how defined AJ Lee's six-pack is.
Yeah.
Good God, man. You know, I mean, she is, yeah.
I mean, I can see how you can get like tongue-tied like I am getting right
Exactly.
now just talking about it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like corn on the cob.
Exactly. Okay, yeah, sure. Yeah, we'll go with that one. Sure.
All right. With that being said, it is now time for the wrestling news from around the world. So, Titan Tower, the Megaplex, the land from down under, which is really in Stamford, Connecticut. The King's Castle of WWE is moving to another location in Stamford, Connecticut.
Yeah. Weird.
I don't like that.
Yeah. No, but is it still? It's still going to be in Connecticut, though, right?
Yeah.
They're just moving locations.
Yeah.
And did you see the building?
No, not yet.
It's like twice the size of that one.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Oh, so then I love it.
So, but my thing is, why do they need a bigger building? I mean, I understand they're $1 billion company, but they had that same building for years. Why change now? You know.
I mean, when you get richer, you get a bigger house, no?
Okay. Yeah, I'll go with that one. Sure.
All right. Well, I was gonna make a AJ Styles joke about him building the house, but I guess not.
Damn.
Saudi Arabia, get this.
Yeah, I heard about
is
this.
making more money than WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Blood money.
Yeah. Yep. And apparently they paid ahead of time too.
That's insane.
They paid ahead of time. They paid Vince ahead of time. So that means they're obligated to keep going over there.
Yeah.
So no matter what they do, Vince is still obligated to run a show there. And I heard it was, I think the next one's going to be in November, I heard.
Yeah.
So.
And they got 8 years after that.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Insane.
Making money.
Insane.
Cody Rhodes, now this is what I was talking about AEW, files for trademarks for WCW pay-per-views, including Bash at the Beach, Battle Bowl, and Bunkhouse Stampede.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, Bash at the Beach, all right. Everything else, I don't know.
Yeah. No.
Bash at the Beach, though, was one of my favorites.
It was mine too, and then of course the unforgettable. The last Bash at the Beach they had when Shane O'Mac shows up, it was like, what? From that moment on, like the whole everything about wrestling changed, and and here we are now, still talking about it.
Exactly. All right. Well, that's all I got for the news.
All right, straight on to the rumors. Advertisements seem to indicate that Finn Balor will bring back the Demon for WrestleMania.
Oh.
So I'm predicting that obviously he's going to be against Bobby Lashley. That's why they've been showing this thing where he can't beat Bobby Lashley on his own. In order for him to get the title, he had to go through Leo Rush, and now, can he do it against Bobby? I can see it now. Anyway. So just like Bray Wyatt, Luke Harper is ready to return to television. He's just waiting for a storyline. So, I mean, like Luke Harper, I can understand he was recently injured, and obviously he's ready to come back. But Bray Wyatt, there was so many chances they could have done a good storyline with Bray Wyatt, and they didn't. They ruined it. Now, let me ask you a question, Rick.
Yes, sir.
Who do you prefer, a heel Bray Wyatt or a babyface Bray Wyatt?
Heel Bray Wyatt all day. This babyface crap does not work for him, just like it doesn't work for Kevin Owens.
No, you're right. And I think the day that Kevin Owens turns heel, I think everybody's going to jump for joy.
Yeah.
So, all right. No, just curious. Because I'm kind of like in between it, because it just seemed like when he was a heel, it's just, I don't know, and I could be wrong, but I felt that they were keeping him back from doing a lot of things.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? It really does. That's how I felt, you know? And
then, but also, now that you mention it, it's like his babyface run wasn't really him either.
Exactly.
It was him and Matt Hardy.
Exactly.
So maybe we don't know. So you know what? Maybe I am interested in seeing a babyface run.
But at the same time, Bray Wyatt did say in numerous occasions that the WWE keeps handing him scripts, and he's like, listen, just let me do what I do. So it does seem like he's being handcuffed to, to do a few things, and they're just not letting him be creative. So maybe that's
right. Speaking of handcuffs, I think Bray is being handcuffed by JoJo.
You know what? I might have to agree with you on that one. Yeah.
That was a joke. It wasn't for you to agree on. You're supposed to laugh.
Damn.
That's me calling the cops on you not laughing.
All right.
All right,
You know, sure. A little late, but hey, he did it to himself. That's all I gotta say. All right, so John Cena. He's still definitely scheduled to wrestle at a match at WrestleMania, but it's unclear who he will be wrestling.
Listen, man, they messed this whole thing up. It should have been John Cena versus Joe. That was perfect.
Samoa Joe?
Yeah.
Oh, what about Kurt Angle?
Well, that too, but I think it would have been better with Samoa Joe because Samoa Joe beat R-Truth. R-Truth was hyping up John Cena's moveset.
True.
He beats down R-Truth once and for all, and then John Cena comes out.
Yeah. But you're not digging the Ray versus Joe?
No, I am definitely.
Now the only problem I have with it is that I think it's just a little predictable that Ray's not going to win that.
Yeah.
I don't think there's no way. They just gave it to Joe. Jesus. Joe's been suffering enough. You know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't mind seeing a heel turn Rey Mysterio. From Andrade. Andrade comes in to help him out a little bit. That would be good. I would dig it.
Honestly, I'm seeing Dominic interfering in this match.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot they brought him out.
And helping Joe win.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
Apparently, Ray is going for a copyright on the name Prince Mysterio.
Really?
Yeah.
Bingo!
Wow. All right. Hey, whatever works, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
What's the big idea?
I just told you.
All right, so my final rumor, and this has been going around, and apparently Seth Rollins is dating Becky Lynch.
That's crazy, bro.
Isn't it?
That is crazy.
Becky Lynch.
First of all, I didn't know that Seth was gay. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I mean, it is a man-and-man relationship.
Yeah, I mean, wow. Okay, sure, we'll go with it. Why not?
Yeah, I mean, it's a little weird. It's a little weird. I did not see that.
I didn't see that coming. And this is nothing against Seth, but couple-wise, well, no, I mean, think about it, too. Look who Charlotte is dating.
That's true.
You know, and I'm like, wait a minute, what? Hey, you know what? To each his own. That's all I gotta say.
I mean, but Becky, just gotta tell you, Becky, you see what the man's working with.
Wow. Bingo. Jesus, that's true. I wonder if that's on her screensaver. This is my man's penis. Oh, man. That's all I got for rumors. What do you got for injury?
Seth's pride is injured. I mean, the way Becky's walking around, I think she got a big up here. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
No.
Yeah. Hey. All right. I have no injuries other than that.
Jesus. That's just... it's just wrong on so many levels.
It's just churlish.
Oh, very churlish. Very churlish. They need to talk to the Heavenly Cardi B about this situation.
Exactly. And, speaking of Heavenly Cardi B,
yes.
What the hell is happening on WrestlePOV Global on Wednesday nights when you can find them on iTunes, YouTube, Podbean, Spotify, and Radio for free?
I heard this, yeah.
Alanis Morissette? Now they're praising her?
Apparently.
And then
isn't it ironic? I mean, come on.
It's very ironic.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, no.
No, we praise singers here.
Yeah. Well, hey. They got Alana Morissette. Is it Alana Morissette or Alanis Morissette?
Alanis.
Atlantis. Is she
Alanis Morissette.
Alanis Morissette. Oh, hey. She had one hit.
Yeah.
So, she Canadian, right? Is
that right? I guess.
Oh, yeah. I get it.
Oh, Canada. But they cover everything outside of WWE, and they do a great job at it. Other than their musical choices, these are the voices to hear on Wrestling POV Global. They have it all. NXT UK, they cover Ring of Honor, they cover Impact, they cover New Japan Pro Wrestling, they cover Lucha Underground when it's in season. It's like an avocado. You gotta get them in season. But yeah, Wrestling POV Global, where to get all your...
Damn.
Someone was excited.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Yeah, so catch it every Wednesday. And, of course, not only are we having a Wrestling POV pay-per-view points game, WrestleMania. Oh, I forgot. And we're also going to do a live Q&A before WrestleMania. So make sure you stick around for that and tune in. Ask any question you want. Anything. And yeah, the POV Global guys, they're going to have their first pay-per-view points game, AEW Double or Nothing.
Yeah!
Wow! Look at that!
They did it!
I got it right! So, they're going to have theirs, and they'll give you guys more detail on the Double or Nothing AEW pay-per-view points game, which they're too. They're going to do, being that is their very first pay-per-view points game, they're also going to give a prize for the first place winner, which is a $50 gift card to Amazon.
Nice.
So, just stay tuned and listen. That's all you got to do. And if
We
you've been
expanding,
listening,
people.
what'd you say?
We expanding, people.
You know, that's just how we roll.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. All right. So, all right. Raw notes. Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar open up the show with a promo about Brock will win at WrestleMania. Heyman put over Drew McIntyre, who came out to show his appreciation. Seth Rollins attacked McIntyre from behind, beat him down with a chair.
16 chair shots.
Right? Rollins
Who's counting?
challenged. Was he really counting?
No.
Damn! Wow! Holy shit!
Strike three! You're out!
Already?
It is baseball season.
It is. I love me baseball. Anyway, Rollins challenged Lesnar to fight him, but Lesnar just walked away. So, as we explained earlier, Finn Balor and Braun Strowman defeated Bobby Lashley and Lio Rush. If you didn't know that was going to happen, then all right, sure.
You know what I didn't like? It was that Michael Cole was like, it's going to be a monster of a partner.
Yeah.
Why are you telling us?
Yeah, exactly. You know what? Honestly, I can't wait for him to go. His time is done. His time is done, man. It's like, dude, it's time for you to jet. Because I'm sick of hearing, it's boss time.
And he's doing it on purpose now.
Oh, I know he is.
He does it because he knows that people hate it.
Yeah, and
The big dog.
and think about it too, because when they showed up on SmackDown, they didn't say it.
Yeah.
I was just like, because I'm telling you, it was like fingers on a chalkboard. When she was coming out on SmackDown, I was just like, please don't, please. And they didn't. I was like, oh. I was like, hallelujah. So, all right.
Hey, bro, you gotta stop. They're complaining about you on the show. Stop saying it's boss time and stop saying big dog. Okay, Miguel, who are you talking to? Oh, nobody.
All right, so moment of bliss. Now, what's going on with Alexa Bliss? Is she not cleared to wrestle?
Clearly, get it? See what I did there?
Oh, yes. Okay. But I thought she was cleared a while ago.
I thought so too.
Right, well, apparently not.
Apparently not.
So she's still doing this moment of bliss, and she will be the host of WrestleMania. Her guest was Elias. I can't get tired of Elias dissing the crowd, man. That is just too funny. But he was interrupted by No Way Jose's conga line, led by Heavy Machinery. I thought that was funny.
Yeah.
Jose came out in the mask and attacked him, and then it ended up in the wrestling match. Now, I'm going to throw this out there. This is one part of Raw they fucked up. Because I thought, all right, they're going to push a lot. No Way Jose. Especially the way he attacked him from behind.
Yeah.
That was a different type of Jose.
Ferocity, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And now, what they got to do number one, get rid of that conga line. They got to get rid of it. It's ridiculous. It's churlish and blasphemous. Get rid of it.
Yeah.
That little scene they did with No Way Jose when he attacked Elias, I was like, okay. They're recognizing that he's talented because he is. He is so fucking talented. In NXT, those matches that he had, I was like, damn, for a big guy, he's throwing a really good match.
Yeah.
And then for them to do what they did with Elias, I was like, all right, he's beating the shit out of him. They ruined it. 2 things. Number 1, doing a match. And then number 2, having him lose.
Yep.
But they could have saved this for WrestleMania. You know what I'm saying? Even if they did have a, obviously they did. But if they had this match, they could have done it in a way to at least make Jose look good by him disqualifying himself. That he is just so mad and so angry. He beat the shit out of him. Elias, he can even hit him with the guitar. And it's a new storyline, and it would have worked. I was into this. The minute he hit him, I was like, okay, I'm invested. And then they did the match, and they had him lose. I was like, not anymore.
They should actually do a hair versus hair match.
That would
have Jose lose, shave his head, and get rid of the conga line.
Yeah.
And be NWJ.
Yeah. And on top of that, I wouldn't mind seeing No Way Jose as a heel.
Yeah.
Was he a heel in NXT?
No. You can't be a heel with that music.
Yeah, that's true.
Wait, Jose.
No, wait, yeah, it's true. Well, I mean, look at who is it that we always complain about with their music? And they come out and they're a heel now. I forgot what it is. Anyway.
Daniel Bryan?
Is it Daniel Bryan? Yeah, it is Daniel Bryan. It is. It's so stupid. Anyway. Kurt Angle. He announced that he will wrestle his final match at WrestleMania against Baron Corbin.
Yo.
Now, a lot of people were pissed off about this.
Hell yeah.
And I kind of get it, but then I don't mind it either because they have been building this up for so long. And the thing of it is, for me, you built this up, obviously, since Kurt was a GM. And then you did all this bullshit with Baron Corbin taking over, and then he beat him with his own move. Oh, my God, that happened. And so I get it. I really do get it. But if you want me to be invested in this, I'm telling you right now, you better not have Kurt Angle lose at WrestleMania. You better not. You better not, because it'll be ridiculous and churlish. But I do agree with everybody saying that they're pissed off about it, too. I do. I look at it both sides.
I was definitely pissed off when I first heard it. I was like, how are you guys doing this?
Mm-hmm.
But then, see, Baron Corbin is so good at being a heel.
He is.
He did a post online of Kurt Angle standing on top of a mountain or something like that, and like Baron Corbin's face is in the back, and he puts last loss. And it's just like, Baron Corbin, you're good at this stuff, man. And I would like, you know what? It'll be an interesting match. It'll be a quick match.
It should be
more than 5 minutes.
It should be, Jesus. But again, like I said, though, a lot of people were upset because they wanted John Cena to be his last opponent. But what everybody's got to understand is this: John Cena wasn't Kurt Angle's first opponent. Kurt Angle was John Cena's first opponent, and that's what everybody's got to understand and realize is that it's not the other way around, people. But at the same time, like I said, I agree with them, but I'm not mad at the choice of facing Baron Corbin, because it makes sense. To me, honestly, to him to fight John Cena, it kind of makes sense, but
it's random at this point.
It is, and it's like, the Baron Corbin storyline makes more sense than a John Cena does. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? People, make up your minds. You keep saying you want fresh, new, young talent to be at WrestleMania. You want everybody. The fact that Triple H and Shane is in it. Now you want Cena and Batista.
Exactly. And Undertaker. And nothing against The Undertaker. He's probably one of the greatest to ever step in the ring. But exactly what you just said, Rick, is exactly why I get so pissed off when they come out and saying, oh, look at Brock. They're getting in a part-time. Yeah, but you're chanting for John Cena to face Kurt Angle. Come on, man. Anyway, back to Raw. Kurt Angle faced Chad Gable. So what's the deal? Is it not him and Bobby Roode anymore? Or now, from what I heard, is that he wanted to don his old suit like Kurt Angle to pay homage to him. That's what I heard. I don't know how much of that is true, but the thing of it is, he came out with that towel. What was it? Willing and Gable or some shit.
Yeah.
Dumb. Anyway, but Kurt Angle defeated him. But Chad Gable did point out that he said this was, I didn't care if I lost, but this was something for me in my career that I could say that I did face one of the greats in the ring. So, I took my hat off with Chad Gable to say
do that at a house show, bro. Don't do that on Raw.
Yeah. But I get why they did it, though. But I don't know. We'll see. Natalya and Beth Phoenix challenged Bayley and Sasha Banks at WrestleMania. The teams bickered a little bit, shoved, and shit showed up, and it was crazy. But it looks like they're setting up for a four-way. Looks like. Now, do you think Tamina and Nia Jax can be involved in this too?
Oh, definitely.
What about the Iconics?
Oh, definitely. After pinning the Chomps.
They better. They're my team now. Because they're iconic. I'll buy that shirt, too. All right. Yeah, I would. So it ended up being Natalya versus Sasha Banks. It ended with Nia Jax showing up and distracted them with a promo, allowing Tamina to freaking beat the shit out of everybody. And Nia said they'll see them both at WrestleMania. So there's your answer. So
just added themselves to the match.
Yeah, apparently they can do that. So, but my thing is, it would have been better if it was the tag champions versus one team from Raw, one team from NXT, and one team from SmackDown. They could have done it that way. That way they can say that all three. You know what I'm saying? Give them a chance.
Well, I guess they're doing one random team instead of NXT. It's the one Hall of Fame team, even though Natalya's still on Raw. I guess. Yeah.
Sure. Ricochet defeated Jinder Mahal. So I'm curious to know what they're going to do with him.
Huh?
I'm curious to know what they're going to do with him.
Yeah. What the hell?
Well, and apparently Aleister Black was away on a belated honeymoon with Selena Vega. So he was getting his freak on. Yeah. So.
But the thing is with Ricochet, he sold 90% of that match.
But let me tell you something. And watch his next match. I'm sorry to say, Jinder, nothing against Jinder, but Jinder was out of his league in this match. He could not keep up with Ricochet. He couldn't. And I'm telling you, Ricochet made this match. It wasn't Jinder Mahal at all. And I was watching the match very, very closely, especially when I kept looking at Jinder, and he was just like trying his hardest to catch up. And I was just like, wow, Ricochet's too fast for Jinder. And he is. And hence the name Ricochet. It's like, wow, this is unbelievable. So, but I'm curious to know where they're going to go with him. I hope something big. I really do. Up next was the Raw Women's Championship, Ronda Rousey versus Dana Brooke. Poor Dana. That poor girl. Anyway, she put her in an arm bar. Looked like she almost damn near broke her arm.
So she lied about she's only going to do the arm bar for $60?
Yeah, I know, right? Yay! All right. She held the submission for a very long time. Then Ronda went over to kiss her husband, and security was there. And then he ended up punching one of the security guys for touching Ronda. So
they can't be putting him in this. No,
I hope not. I mean,
because you know what's going to happen now.
He's not trained, number one.
Yeah.
But from what I heard is that
stiff-ass elbow he threw.
That was very stiff. But I heard he is training, so I don't know. What was you going to say?
The bad problem about this whole thing is now he's going to come out with her at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Flair's going to come out with Flair. And Becky's going to have somebody. I mean, not Seth. But I'm just saying, why do that?
Yeah.
Now you're going to make it about the men on the outside.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not
I don't know.
It's just a hunch.
I don't know if they'll go that far because exactly why, number one, Ric Flair's too old. He can't be nowhere near there. And number two, I mean, who else? I mean, they haven't really done anything to show Becky that's going to bring somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they haven't. She's been a loner. You know, so I mean, they better not. It'll be a bad idea.
And another complaint of mine: Ronda's facial expressions. That angry face is not an angry face. It's a I'm about to cry face.
It does look like a whiny little kid.
Yeah.
Like a whiny little kid. She's trying too hard to be a heel.
Yes.
A little bit too hard. She's going a little bit too overboard. She needs to take it back a notch. You know what I'm saying? She does. She's got to take it back a notch a little bit. The facial expressions need to go because, like you said, it just looks like she's a whiny little girl and crying, like she's about to cry. This whole thing with her husband, it's got to stop. It's got to stop. Homeboy is greener than green, and you're going to involve him into this?
She's the baddest woman on the planet.
Exactly. Why do you do exactly? But as a heel, I can see them doing. I can see why they're doing it, but they're picking the wrong person in my opinion.
Don't give her somebody that's freaking 6'3" and outweighs her. Give her somebody smaller and make her her henchman. Mickey James or somebody.
Yeah. I would have accepted that. So anyway, Batista, he did an interview in his home. This shit was pretty funny.
Get out of my office!
Get out of my office! I'm like, what kind of office is that? You got bricks on your wall, man. Did you notice that? He had little bricks. Like he just built that shit and painted it. Oh Jesus, man. Anyway, we'll see. I mean, they only got one more Raw and one more SmackDown. Them two, they got to do a pull apart. They got to do a pull apart to make this work. Drew McIntyre then challenged Roman Reigns for WrestleMania. And finally, Drew McIntyre versus Seth Rollins. Towards the end of the match, Brock Lesnar's music hit, distracted Rollins, allowing McIntyre. Phil Collins, man, he was involved in this match.
I can feel it
coming in the air tonight. No, I can feel it. Drew McIntyre's feet in my face. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Anyway, McIntyre hit the Claymore kick on Seth Rollins for the win. Yay! So that was your Raw.
Yeah, the guy that's going for the main event at WrestleMania losing. Yeah,
and so what does that tell you? Well, let's just pray to the Lord and Cardi B that that it happens because I'm sorry, Brock Lesnar needs to go. He does. The reason why I'm just so mad because the salary that man makes and he only shows up here and there. Get the hell out of here with that, man. That is ridiculous. Anyway, you know what? We gotta take a pause. I'm getting angry. I'm getting angry.
And where did Mimi go?
She had to leave. She had a meeting. She had a meeting
with the president?
With the higher ups, yeah. You know. You know, and the thing of it is, they do it during our show. Yeah. Like, we don't mean shit.
Yeah. Like, why?
We founded this shit. And then
why am I not getting invited?
It's horrible.
I hear they give, like, little cucumber sandwiches.
I heard that, too. Shit. And sparkling water.
Jesus. With a little lemon in it?
With the lemon in it, yeah.
What?
I'm serious.
That is churlish?
We get tap water.
And it's preposterous.
Yeah, we get the tap water. And paper towels. We don't get napkins. We get paper towels.
You get paper towels?
Yes, paper towels. Oh. And it's a half of one. They rip it up because they're like, we can't give you the whole one. I'm like, damn.
This is going on too long.
It's
going to pause.
Let's take a pause. My damn feelings are hurt. Sons of bitches. We'll be right back.
This is the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, and you are listening to the Wrestling POV podcast.
And we are back. Ladies and gentlemen, go to collarandelbowbrand.com and save yourself 10% by using promo code WPOV. Collar and Elbow Brand supports all local indie wrestlers and the greatest wrestling podcast of all time, Wrestling POV and Wrestling POV Global. The Collar and Elbow Brand was founded by wrestling legend Al Snow. And he's just looking to help out all those who need the help, helping support the local indie wrestlers and us podcasters out there. And the shirts are nice quality. They're great shirts. They got hoodies. They got hats. They got sunglasses. They got bags.
Yeah.
I'm still working on the whole underwear thing. But, they got some great stuff. Check it out on ColorNobleBrand.com. Save yourself 10% by using promo code WPOV. Whoa. And I just sent out a message. I'll Snow again.
Damn. That's how you roll, huh?
About getting that underwear. I mean, come
on.
All right,
wow, you're good.
I'm very, very good at what I do.
You're good. You're good.
You're good. It's now time for the SmackDown
Breakdown.
Are you ready?
Break it down. Degenerate into something fool. We just got tired of doing what you told us to do. That's a break, boy. Yeah, that's a break, little man. Break it down.
Tony's new man crush opens up SmackDown Live.
Damn right.
Lopez. Tony, do I need to say how awesome this promo was?
It was good.
It was good.
It was good.
Yeah.
He showed emotion. But, you know what? I'm going to tell you this.
Yep, say it.
I'm not sure if I'm digging him as a babyface, though.
Oh, definitely not.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely not.
I'm like on the fence with it, but this promo was good.
That's what I'm saying. Like I said last week, I don't like him as a babyface, but this promo wasn't that bad. I thought it was really good. And
It wasn't bad at all.
Okay, yeah. So the guy he has leverage. I did not like the whole my 68-year-old father.
Yeah.
Like your dad's not elderly, bro.
But not only that though, it's just my thing is that when I think he said it in this promo when he was saying how it took this time for my dad to say that he was proud of me. I'm sorry to say, I'm a dad. Okay, if it took me 30-something years to tell my daughter that I'm proud of her, I'm sorry to say I'm not a good dad.
The dude main evented WrestleMania.
Exactly. He was world champion. The Miz was world champion. That you're not proud of that?
Probably the greatest intercontinental champion of all time.
I gotta agree. Whoa. Hello.
Hello.
But you know what I'm saying? I mean, anyway. Go ahead.
You know what?
Go ahead.
Mrs. Father.
You want to? I think I know where you're going at with this.
Yeah, I think he needs to go in the book.
Let's put it in. But how are we going to write it, though? I want to write it to... I just want to say Mrs. Father. How about, damn, I had it in my head and it's not there no more. You think of something?
Not Father of the Year?
No. Mrs. Daddy Issue? No, that isn't.
Yeah.
Mrs. Daddy Issue?
Yeah.
All right, we'll do that. Mrs. Daddy Issue.
And then just to be clear, this is for the Mrs. Father.
Exactly, not Ms. Exactly.
Yeah.
And if actually, you know what? If you guys can think of something better, write it on our Facebook page, and then we'll take it into consideration.
Yeah, and probably won't use it.
We won't use it. No, God, no, we ain't gonna use it. But still, put it on there, and then we'll talk about it.
All right, so Mrs. Daddy Issues, you just made the book.
Nice.
All right, moving on.
Yes.
The Boss and Hug Connection versus the Iconics.
Now,
Iconics.
let me tell you something, man. I'm telling you, I'm digging this team. And I was explaining to Mimi because, again, she was over my damn house just sucking up my cable like she runs this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's like,
she runs away.
And then she leaves, yeah. Just like, hence what she did in the show. Jesus. Unbelievable. Anyway, so I was explaining to her, because she's like on the fence with them. So then I told her, I said, listen, you got to understand, what these guys are doing, I have not seen in a very long time as far as a heel tag team goes. They make you hate them.
Yep.
They make you hate them, but then on top of that, they do the cowardly heel, which goes over huge. The brunette, the one that wears a bright ass red lipstick, Billy Kay. She does such an awesome job doing that. I get so entertained watching, especially this match. Watching this match, watching them do what they do, I was like, you know what? That's how a heel tag team do it. You know, I'm serious, and I explained that to Mimi. I said, how many tag teams do she act like she does? Not a lot. And she does a very good job at it, and I tip my hat off to her, man. I really do.
And that's coming a long way, because you've been a fan since the beginning.
Yeah.
But this is a great match. This is a great match. I loved it. And the way that Billy Kay and Peyton Royce picked up the win.
Yeah.
I love that.
So add them to this match.
Yeah. So definitely add them to this match. During the middle of this match, though, we had this chick. What's her name? Lacey Evans. Lacey Evans started marching out during the middle of the match. What's going on, man? What are they doing?
You know, apparently there was a rumor that they did have something for her, and then they scratched it. So they've been doing this until they can figure it out.
Yeah.
I'm like, whatever.
Yeah. Rey Mysterio backstage with his son Dominic, who towers over this man.
How tall is he, man? Damn.
He's taller than his daddy.
Holy shit.
Starting to think that Eddie was his father.
Right? Wow.
Ray says after pinning Samoa Joe last week that he's getting a U.S. title match at WrestleMania. Mm-hmm. And Dominic asks his father, how do you feel about facing Joe? And he's like, Joe's just a bully, and he'll be in the front row to watch.
Yeah.
Okay?
Sure.
Dominic is going to jump in that ring and screw his dad over.
That would be nice.
Rey Mysterio versus Prince Mysterio. Book it.
SummerSlam, though.
Yes, definitely.
They have to do it for SummerSlam.
Because Dominic is going to be chilling with Joe for a while.
Yeah.
That's what's going to happen.
It has to, yeah. Yep.
Ooh, yo, we're like freaking writers, bro.
You know, and you know what? And the thing what gets me mad is that we don't get a phone call.
Nothing.
You don't get nothing. But they sure as hell steal our shit.
We get our stuff stolen.
We get our stuff stolen. How many times do we got to get our shit stolen? Seriously. You know, are we that much nice? I mean, are we nice people?
No, I guess not.
No.
Who, me?
Jesus, man. I think we're too nice.
Suckers.
Yeah,
Suckers.
There we go. That's what we are. Suckers. Damn.
So you guys like to suck things.
Whoa. No, we do not.
I mean, it's not Sunday.
Jesus.
Bingo!
And Tony Damas is not here.
Tony Damas is not. He hasn't been here for a while. He might be next week because WrestleMania.
Yes.
So he might be here. We'll see.
There's anything wrong with it.
There's nothing wrong with that.
The KO show is back, and he's with Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair, and he's like, he's not here for this talking stuff.
No.
He's here to see a fight. So Becky slaps Charlotte, and the whole hell breaks loose. Yeah. All right.
Sure.
I mean, that's what needs to be happening. But Asuka should have been having that moment, not these two. Then AJ Styles goes and talks about Randy Orton as his opponent at WrestleMania and what it takes to beat Randy, and that Randy has the advantage of being a third-generation superstar, and he's a great wrestler, and that he's a first-round draft pick, and AJ's a walk-on. Okay?
Yeah, that was funny.
And Randy will be standing across from someone who didn't have the advantages that he had.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right.
AJ signed a new deal.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Another 3 years, so kiss that in the butt, AEW.
Right. And he got a new dog.
Oh.
Yeah. He mentioned that the same day he signed a contract. He goes, look at this precious thing. Picked up today. And, oh, yeah, I signed a new contract. I'm like, seriously, AJ? But, hey, you know what? He's getting older.
AJ because he's your friend?
Yeah, he's my buddy. He's my new buddy. Yeah. Because, well, Kurt's going to be gone, so, you know. Yeah. Unfortunate.
That's cool. I mean, you could have, like, invited me to the chat, you know.
No, I didn't want to.
Yeah. That's okay. All right. AJ wishes Kofi good luck.
Yeah.
Bryan makes his way to the ring with Eric Rowan. And Daniel Bryan talks about injustice. And he has the audacity to call Kofi Kingston a B-plus player. After being called a B-plus player 3 years ago.
Exactly. Sounds familiar, huh?
I mean,
This whole scenario looks familiar.
Yeah. The gauntlet begins. Kofi takes on Sheamus. He beats Sheamus. He then takes on Cesaro. He beats Cesaro.
Yep.
He then goes against Eric Rowan, and Eric Rowan gets DQ'd after beating down Kofi with a chair. And he continued to do so with a bear hug afterwards. And then Kofi had to face Samoa Joe. And Samoa Joe, the United States champion, loses to Kofi Kingston. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm enjoying this stretch of matches. You know, I mean, Kofi's looking good. You hated it.
I hated it because I knew it was going to happen. We all knew it was going to happen.
Yeah.
And my thing is, with this whole thing, and I was, again, explaining this to Mimi, is that they wasted a whole hour on just this storyline alone. When there's still other storylines to take care of.
Namely,
example, Asuka, the tag championship. You know, I mean, come on, man. They got to be smarter than this. I would have been more entertained if they did what I said last week, which was this match due against them three. I would have, I would have been all over it. You know what I'm saying? Because then what? Then it's like, you know, instead of this where we knew the outcome and we knew that he was just going to get screwed over later, you know?
I mean,
I was pissed.
There is still time.
Yeah, they got one more.
Well, no. I believe it's two more because they said 19 days.
Oh, is it?
April 7th, yeah.
All right, so well, two more SmackDowns instead.
I mean, they can do it next week. Have Kofi fight one of them or both of them.
Yeah.
Have Big E win.
Yeah. That'd be, oh my God, yeah.
Big E versus Daniel Bryan and Kofi screws Big E.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
It's written right there. God, man.
It's right there.
You know what? I want to call Cardi B. You got her number?
No.
Shit. All right, well, guess that's not happening.
I mean, would I be spending my Saturday nights talking to you if I had Cardi B's number?
Yeah, you would.
I would.
See? Happens every time. Every damn time.
Kofi beats Samoa Joe and Randall Orton and he wins it. Yeah! Kofi did it! And then, no chase!
You knew that's what's going to happen. You know?
I mean, Vince McMahon comes out and says, nah, you gotta beat Daniel Bryan. And Daniel Bryan wins.
Yep.
So Kofi is not going to WrestleMania.
Nope.
That's just SmackDown breakdown.
Yep.
After SmackDown, Big E said it's teased about leaving.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. And what gets me so... not mad, but I crack up because everybody on social media, they're like, oh my God, they're going to go to AEW. Of course, the AEW comes up, and they're like, holy shit, they are going to quit. Look, seriously, people, wake up. This is one big-ass storyline. They're not going to allow Big E to do something like that, okay, without them saying it's okay, okay?
Exactly.
Then, on top of that, let's just say, even if he did do it, trust me, there would be some repercussions.
Exactly.
People. My dog just hit me.
Jesus. All right.
She's
well,
upset.
Miguel Cole, take over. Okay. So you can find us on Facebook at Wrestling POV. You can find us on Instagram at Wrestling POV1. And you can follow me on Twitter at Wrestling POV. You know, I get people like former WCW heavyweight champion David Arquette to like my tweets. I get people like Terry Crews from Everybody Hates Chris to like my tweets. I get wrestling legend Ryback to retweet my tweets. And I get Byron Saxton to shout me out. Wait, what?
What? What the hell happened there?
Yeah, you know, like that guy, Byron Saxton, on SmackDown commentary.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's right.
Yeah.
I was getting ready to yell at you. For what? Because you usually get it wrong. He's my best friend. What's wrong with you guys?
Alrighty then.
It's now time for...
Whoa.
Exactly. It is now time for the original NXT POV. Mamma mia! Nonsensical stuff. NXT POV is ours. We've been doing it for over half a year.
Yeah. Yep. Again, we get robbed. We get robbed.
Almost a full year with this.
Yeah.
All right. Triple H opens up NXT. He's talking about Johnny Gargano will be going to the heavyweight championship match for NXT TakeOver.
Yeah.
He will take on either Ricochet, Aleister Black, if you haven't got enough of them already, Adam Cole, baby, Matt Riddle, and NXT North American Champion Velveteen Dream. They will have a fatal 5-way match tonight, and the winner will face Johnny Gargano. But first, we are hit with Humberto Carrillo. He defeated Albert Hardy Jr. I mean, of course, when your name is Humberto Carrillo, of course you're going to defeat someone named Albert Hardy Jr.
Exactly, right?
Yeah, I mean, he's not even a Hardy boy. Then we had Riddick Moss. He lost to Punishment Martinez.
Yes, sir.
As you should.
As you should.
Martinez is a bad mamma jamma.
He is, man.
All right, and then, of course, we had the match of the night, the Fatal 5-Way, which was awesome. And
It's off the hook.
Adam Cole, baby! Wins!
Yeah.
And is now going to face Johnny Gargano in a 2 out of 3 falls match at NXT TakeOver. Wow.
Yeah.
It's going to be awesome.
I'll take that.
I mean, yeah. I mean, Adam Cole. And then there's rumor that Roderick Strong's wife will be joining the Undisputed Era.
Really?
Yeah.
That would be interesting.
To join him in the main roster.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Huh.
So, I mean, I'm ready for this. This group needs to get called up.
I know, right?
I mean,
they
I'm
do.
ready for that.
I think they will change the game. No pun.
We also thought Sanity would change the game, too. But,
That's true, too. Yeah, look what happened to them. All right, you know what? Let's not jinx it then.
yeah. No, don't come up.
Don't come up. No, they can come up. We just can't say, yeah, they're going to. You know what? They're going to do horrible when they get called out. It's going to suck. Hopefully that one.
Suck. You know what? They already suck.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
It's not like they're any good.
It is now time for the good, the bad, and the ugly of WWE this week. Tony!
All right. Well, for me, the good, Raw was pretty decent. It wasn't the greatest. But the only thing I enjoyed about Raw was that they're getting their shit together as far as their storylines. SmackDown, the Iconics. That's all I'm going to say. They tore it up. And for me, NXT, the main event, man. I actually enjoyed NXT this week. And, I mean, Punishment Martinez finally showed up again. He didn't lose. You know what I'm saying? And the main event was just off the hook, man. And when these guys get together, it's going to be even a bigger show, man. I'm telling you. You watch.
Bigger than the Big Show?
Yes, bigger than the Big Show.
All right, yeah. The bad. Jesus. I mean, Raw. There's a lot of bad stuff on Raw. Alexa Bliss. I'm not a fan of this whole Elias thing. Chad Gable versus Kurt Angle. Wasn't a fan of that. Yo, Braun Strowman announcing that, yeah, you know what? The worst part of it was Braun Strowman announcing he's going to be in the Andre Battle Royal. He's dealing with the Saturday Night Live guys. That is just terrible. SmackDown, like you said, we didn't need an hour for that. We could have had a little bit shorter. NXT, I can't say anything bad about NXT. All right, and Miguel, take over the ugly. Okay, well, I have to say the ugly was Rey Mysterio's son, Dominic. I mean,
damn.
No wonder why Ray wears a mask. Damn.
Jesus.
You know, I mean, he's over age 18, so I guess you call the kid ugly.
Yeah, okay, sure. He's in the limelight now, might as well, right?
It is now time for Raw versus SmackDown versus NXT. Every Thursday, you, the fans, get to vote on our Facebook page. And you use the Facebook emojis, the like emojis. Thumbs up for SmackDown, a heart for Raw, and a smiley face for NXT. You, the fans, vote every week, and then we take your vote into consideration on which was the best. Currently, Raw is ahead 12 to SmackDown's 10. to NXT's 10 with 2 weeks left. Who is going to reign supreme? Who is going to be the king of all kings? Who is going to be the champion? Last year's champion was Raw, but last year we didn't have NXT. So who is it going to be? I mean, if NXT or SmackDown doesn't get it this week, they will be eliminated.
Oh, shit.
Statistically, they won't be able to win it. They only can tie. So, whoever doesn't get it this week is out. So, there's a big vote on us. So, the fans voted. And they voted in favor of NXT, 44%.
Wow.
To SmackDown's 40%. To Raw's 16%. Tony.
Wow. Now,
this is heavy on you right now.
I think they got it wrong somewhat, the fans.
Okay.
In my opinion, like I said, Raw was okay. The only thing I liked about Raw was that they were getting everything put together. All the pieces were coming together. The thing with SmackDown, like I said, the iconic. I'm sorry. I do. I like them. But they did a good job. And I love that heel shit. I do. And NXT was just really, really good. For me, it went NXT, then Raw, then SmackDown. SmackDown wasn't that great. They wasted a perfectly good opportunity with that storyline. And it's just making people more pissed off. Where instead of making it interesting, they're making people pissed off because then they're showing a different side that I'm pretty sure that they didn't want to go. We'll save that for another time. Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? And people are believing that. Oh my goodness, I got a burglar.
What? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry. We had to pause the show for a second. Tony Diaz, our wrestling POV champion, was attacked by a ferocious dog just now.
Yeah. My little 5-pound Shih Tzu attacked me. All right, so anyway, like we said, like I said, so I enjoyed NXT better than I enjoyed SmackDown, and a little bit better than I enjoyed Raw. But I think, in my opinion, the list goes NXT, Raw, and then SmackDown. SmackDown just didn't do it for me.
Okay, yeah, you know what? I agree with the fans. I think NXT definitely was the better show. I thought Raw didn't have enough for me. I think SmackDown should have had more. Definitely with Asuka.
Yeah.
They should have had something with Asuka. I like the whole Rey Mysterio's Joe build. I like the Iconics. I love the Miz's promo. Raw for me was just, what is Elias doing? What is Alexa doing? What is Braun Strowman doing? Drew McIntyre is the best thing you have on the show, and you have Seth Rollins. Why? Seth shouldn't be fighting Drew McIntyre and losing.
Yeah.
If anything, Brock should have just came out and destroyed him.
Or DQ, yeah.
He should have just beat him down. But yeah, and
because my thing with that too is that they're worried about setting it up for later when they need to worry about setting it up for now. You know what I'm saying? Because when you have Seth Rollins lose like that, I'm sorry to say that WWE has a reputation of, when they lose the night before a pay-per-view, that they win at the pay-per-view. Or if they win the night before the pay-per-view, that they lose at the pay-per-view, So doing this is showing that Rollins is a little weak and da-da-da. And there's a lot of ways they showed with this was that, that in the future, that is going to be Rollins against Drew McIntyre. And it more than likely will be for the Universal title. You know what I'm saying? So why do that when you should have just made Rollins win and that's it? Keep him strong, You want him to beat Brock, but don't make him look weak. Before that, it's dumb.
Yeah, so this ends it for SmackDown. SmackDown is just too far back.
What do they got?
So they have 10. They're tied with NXT.
Oh.
So there's only 2 weeks left. So they only can tie Raw, if anything. So right now, NXT has 11. So Raw has 12. NXT has 11. And SmackDown has 10. We still have 2 more weeks to go after this week. So it shall be interesting to see what happens here.
This is going to be a tight race.
It's very tight.
Very tight.
Very tight. like Miguel's butt. Yeah, it's so shit.
Wow, it went silent there for a second too. It was like, all right, what's going to happen here? All right, so it's that time again for the Wrestling POV's book. If you are new to the show, basically what we do is we put the most ridiculous things, and we just talk about it, people. I mean, because there's a lot of shit that happens in wrestling that's really, really ridiculous, and we just like to talk about it and have a good laugh, and give us a little bit of a power, give us a little bit of a authority into this. You know what I'm saying? And plus, it's our own little way to have a good discussion about it. All right, so are we ready?
Yes, sir.
WWE writers, they stay. Brie Bella's Bodges, a lifetime. John Cena's hair don't. We still gotta wait and see. He might show up. He might show up. Shane McMahon's damn ego.
He got a WrestleMania match.
Exactly. And still calling himself the best in the world. Get the fuck out of here. Daniel Bryan's fickle.
He's still fickling.
Bianca Blair's clipping hair doo-doo.
If she wins the title,
we'll take it off. Yeah, we said that last week, right?
Yeah.
Matt Riddle's chancleta.
Stays.
Yeah. Alicia Fox's intoxication. She hasn't been around. We'll see. Kurt Angle's doo-doo run. That shit still stays. Sam Roberts' Chia Pep beard. It stays because I can't stand him.
The Iconic shut him down.
That's true. You saw the video?
Yeah.
That shit was all. I loved every second of that. Lafayette, Louisiana crowd. They suck, yeah. Ronda's promo skills. Well, she didn't really talk this week.
Good.
Renee Young's commentary.
Did you hear it on the Wrestling POV Facebook page?
Terrible. The missing mole.
Still missing.
No Way Jose's green weave.
It's greener than ever.
It's greener than... I was thinking about calling it gangrene weave. We'll call it that.
Yes.
No Way Jose's gangrene weave. And the new entrant to the book, Mrs. Daddy Issue.
Definitely.
Yeah.
That is just too much.
So it stays, yeah. So, all right. Well, that's the end of the show. So before we close out, we play a list. So I got a song list of over 3 trillion songs in my phone. Yes, I keep it all in my phone.
Wow.
It's in there. Yeah. Yep. I was blessed with that. So anyway. I just pick a random song. I just hit the shuffle button, and you just guess it. It's for free. You're getting nothing out of it. Just guess what the hell it is. It's our way, so that way when we right off to the sunset, we'll see you guys next week in watching this adventure of WrestleMania. And just listen to the song. Jesus Christ. With that being said, I am your host, Tony Diaz, along with the third wheel,
Rick Serrano the third,
and our intern,
Miguel Cole. Mimi, save me a sandwich, please.
Love, peace, and wrestling. We'll see you next week.
Out, peace.
Oh, Lord. All right, you ready?
Yes, sir. Is this a sign?
Oh, my God.
Is that where Mimi is?
Oh, shit. Uh-oh, it could be.
Is it a mystery?
Oh! Wow. It could be. Unreal.
It's just...
Dun, dun, dun! Did we play this?
I don't know.
Really? I thought we did. You sure?
Probably did.
Nah, we'll just leave it alone.